Hey everyone, I'm Casey Hollins, and you're watching the Sportsnet Digital Dose. We've got a very special guest today, PK Subban. How's it going?
It's going well.
We're happy to have you, and we're going to keep it light today. Not a lot of hockey talk. I want to know what you've been up to, because from the looks of it, there's been videos online, you've been doing weather, you've been hosting shows. I want to know all about what's been keeping you busy during the lockout.
Well, if people do want to know what I've been up to, they can always follow me on Twitter at PK Subban1. But I've just been enjoying my time, Casey. I've just been having fun with the time that I have off, and it's created a lot of opportunities for me. So I'm just going to continue to enjoy it, and I mean, hopefully I get back to playing hockey soon, but in the meantime, I'm going to continue to be myself and have fun with a lot of family and friends.
You got to make the best of it, right?
Exactly.
And it looks like you're doing that. You were on This Hour Has 22 Minutes.
Yes.
Did you enjoy that?
Oh, I loved it. It was, that was probably the first kind of TV skit that was kind of uncomfortable, but I thought I really did a good job and I excelled in it, and I had a lot of fun. You know, and it was kind of a funny thing, right? And you know, to be able to do that, I've never done anything like that before, and I think that they kept replaying it, so I think they were happy with it.
I think many people were happy with that, including hockey fans and Habs fans as well. So, and you hosted the weather. You did the weather report as well. How did that go?
I've done a couple things. Yeah, I did the CTV weather in Montreal with Laurie Graham, and that was a lot of fun. The people in Montreal, all the fans there, I'm sure they enjoyed it, and it was kind of cool just to do the weather. And it was right around Hurricane Sandy too, so I had a lot to talk about.
A lot of news to report then.
I had a lot to talk about, and you know, the next week I know they had Anthony Calvillo come on, and I'm sure they're gonna have a couple more people do it, but I was very happy to do that, and it was a lot of fun.
Do you think you were maybe the best out of the sports guests they had?
Well, I'll leave that up to CTV to decide. I mean, it was just a cool experience for me, and Laurie Graham, she's really good at what she does, and I could probably never do it as well as she does it, but I think for that day I was very excited to be able to do the weather, and she helped me though, for sure.
So I know you're a football fan, and
Big.
I guess you could call that big football fan, and I guess you could call that a silver lining. You have a lot more time on your hands to watch football Thursday nights and Sunday. Have you been spending a lot of time doing that as well? Who's your team?
Oh, wow.
Is that a personal question?
Well, that's just, it's obvious, really, because I'd like to think that should be everybody's team. It's the Dallas Cowboys, the best team in the history of the NFL, and
I can
the best organization, one of the best organizations in sports, period. And I'm actually planning on going down to watch them play December 16th against the Steelers in Dallas, so I'm hoping that follows through. But I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. I mean, my favorite Dallas Cowboy of all time is Deion Sanders, and just prime time, showtime. I love it. But you know, Jerry Jones and the way they run that organization is unbelievable. So I enjoy watching them play.
So you're a fan of Jerry Jones then, and his decision. We had a story yesterday actually about somebody who started a petition to get him removed. On the White House's website. Very official. I don't think it'll actually happen, obviously.
No, it won't happen.
I don't think he's not going anywhere until he's dead.
It won't happen, and it shouldn't happen. I think that if every sports team had an owner like Jerry Jones, you know, the players would be better off. I mean, don't get me wrong. In Montreal, we have a great owner in Jeff Molson, and he does a great job. But just watching Jerry Jones in terms of what he's done with the Dallas Cowboys and how he's run that organization, and just the way he treats his players, I think is first class. He gives them every opportunity to win. And I think that he gives them every opportunity to feel comfortable on the field, both on and off the field. So I think that he's a great owner, and that's probably why I'm such a huge supporter of him.
He certainly got a lot of faith in his team. If you were him, would you get Romo out of there, or would you give him another chance next season? Or
I'm a huge Tony Romo fan, and I'm supportive of whatever decisions they make. Like I said, I'm a loyal Dallas Cowboys fan.
You have to be.
Regardless of who's on the roster, I'm always going to be behind my team, and I think that you know, Tony Romo, it's not an easy place to play in Dallas, you know, and there's so much pressure, and it's America's team. So I have faith in him. I think he's a good guy. I think he's got a good head on his shoulders, and I think that, you know, the next couple games will tell a lot about them, and hopefully they can squeak into the playoffs.
Hopefully. I still have hope. And then it
I-
gets crushed in December every year.
I know, but you know
It's so
what?
hard.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling this year that things are going to turn around for them.
All right, well, I'm going to stay on that positive train of thought then.
Great.
I'm going to stick with that. So before I let you go, I do have to ask you about hockey. They're in mediation now. Do you think that's a positive step?
I think it is. I think that it's a step in the right direction, and I think that any step right now we should be happy about. I mean, when they're not negotiating, not even talking, I think that's when we need to be concerned. But when they're looking at other routes of getting a deal done, I think we have to remain supportive and optimistic, and I definitely am.
Yeah, I think fans are sick of hearing no news is good news. They want news. They want to know that
Exactly.
something is happening.
Well, for sure, and as a player, you want news too. I mean, you want to get back to work and playing a game that you love, and remember, we support our families through playing hockey, so we want to see it back on the ice as quickly as everybody else.
Well, if it extends any longer, you can come take my job because everybody can tell he's good on TV. Anyway, that's all the time that we've got for now. Thank you so much, PK, for coming in and joining us.
Thanks, Casey.
And check back soon for another Sportsnet Digital Dose.